Thanks so much, everybody. It's always great to be here at Flappers. This is my home away from Arby's. My name's Chris, because of course it is. No one's surprised by that. If you're a white guy born in the 80s, your name is legally Chris. I do voiceover for a living. Thank you, yeah, it's a hard job, unless you compare it to jobs that are actually hard, in which case it's very easy. Everybody complains about their job, everyone, but I've really learned that no one wants to hear me bitch about how all of my dreams came true. My voice is definitely my best feature. It's the best thing about me. It's the kind of the one exceptional thing I have that ties all the mediocre parts together. I had an acting teacher once tell me that having a voice like mine is like having a 12-inch penis. So for the next 5 minutes, just lie back, relax, and I'll use it to make you a little uncomfortable. I'm from Seattle, and that is a lie. I say I'm from Seattle. I lived in Seattle for most of my adult life, but I'm actually from a city about 30 miles south called Federal Way. Woo! Who said woo to Federal Way? No, I respect that, because that's the first time anybody has ever celebrated Federal Way in any way, shape, or form. That's great. Nothing but strip malls and meth as far as the eye can see. My favorite fact about Federal Way is prior to American settlers arriving in the Northwest in the 1850s, no Native American tribes actually lived in Federal Way. They lived in the rest of the areas, but they deemed the land Federal Way is on to be uninhabitable. Meaning my hometown has been a shitty place to live for 12,000 years. Now, some of you might be a little bit fancy, so I'll explain. Here's how you smoke meth. You take a little bit of meth, you put it onto a surface, usually glass or tin foil, you light it from underneath, you inhale the smoke, you put on some Kid Rock, you go on with your day. I went to high school with guys in Federal Way who would smoke meth, but they wouldn't smoke it off of tin foil because they said the tin foil is bad for you. So, this is what we're dealing with here. It often surprises people when I explain to them how to smoke meth, because this is what I look like. I look very square. I am very square. I went to Joann Fabric today. Not with someone, by myself, for a little project I'm working on. So, got 8 yards of a cotton polyester blend. It's gonna be a good night. But I'm square now, but I used to not be so much. I'm actually a recovering alcoholic and addict. I've been sober for a long time now. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always find that reaction a little strange, though. Like, I used to be a huge piece of shit. Yeah, you did! Woo! No, it's fine. You know, it's a Sunday afternoon, and you came to a place with a 2-drink minimum. I know who I'm talking to right now. But I'm sober now. Sobriety is better, is what you're supposed to say. It's just boring. You know, every day is exactly the same. It's like wearing a condom. It's the right thing to do, but you don't really feel anything. The first thing that I do when I got sober was I got my teeth fixed. I actually have 17 false teeth because I screwed up my mouth so bad when I was using. True story. The front 2 got knocked out with a beer bottle. The rest realized they were in a bad situation and got the hell out of there. Last I heard, they were running an Airbnb in Oaxaca. I wish them well. We've had a lot of teachers on the bill tonight. I actually used to teach English as a second language. And English is hard. It's a very hard language. Words mean different things depending on context. But then a song came out last year, and I think this song is the perfect English language teaching tool. The song is called Wet Ass Pussy by Cardi B. You guys know this song, right? Wet Ass Pussy. Emily's Family, you know the song, right? Wet Ass Pussy. Yes. Fuck yeah. Very familiar. Everything you need to know about the English language you can learn from those 3 words. Wet ass pussy. The variance comes in ass. Now, what does Cardi B mean by ass? If I asked you what part of speech ass was, you would probably say it's a noun. Most of the time, you'd be right. In this case, ass is functioning as an adverbial suffix. It's modifying the adjective wet into an adverb of degree. It's indicating that the pussy is not only wet, it's surprisingly wet. So to put that into context, it would be, I was expecting wet pussy, but that is a wet-ass pussy. Now, what if instead we treat ass as an adjective? In this case, we're dealing with a wet pussy that has ass-like qualities. The phrase goes from celebratory to derogatory. To put that into context, I was looking for wet pussy, but get out of here with that wet-ass pussy. Now, let's go with our original assumption. Let's treat ass as a noun. In this case, ass becomes the subject, pussy acts as an adjective, and a wet-ass pussy is a wet ass that has pussy-like qualities. Ass can also be, we're gonna keep going, all right? So ass can also be used to indicate a dismissive pronoun. So we've all been talking a lot about pronouns over the last few years. So we'll take one we're all familiar with, like he, him, his. If we insert ass, it makes it dismissive. I don't trust him would become I don't trust his ass. Goes from neutral to dismissive. She's a liar would become her ass is a liar. Neutral to dismissive. We all know this usage. So, if we take wetness as the essence of pussy, wet ass is the pronoun, ass makes it a dismissive pronoun, a wet-ass pussy is a pussy that is dismissed because it is wet. Now, that is absurd, but it's grammatically valid. Now, stay with me, all right? I was an English major, and this joke cost me $90,000. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. That's my time. Keep it going for your host.